It's been trending on Twitter. Fans are concerned about Lil Uzi Vert's eyes and his religious themed performance at Rolling Loud. I don't even know if this really a religious themed performance? Just because he's wearing red and the spiky hair, like how does that claim Satan whatsoever? The TikTok voice. What? Okay. How did that at all say demonic or satanic? Somebody said a pentagram belt. Is that true? Did it have a pentagram on it? Like, bro, he's just being a rock star. He's got the spiky hair. Sure, he's wearing red. Okay, he's Satan himself. His eyes are definitely demonic. Sure. But I don't know. People are just getting pissed off for no reason. Playboi Carti now, he does put a lot of like upside down. So does Uzi. It's just, I feel like Uzi's a happy demon. Carti is an actual mean one. Actually, they both have allegations, so they'll both beat you down. But this girl was pissed off about it. Left the Carti performance early, I think.
I don't know if y'all hear that mess behind me that I'm leaving.
Carti does get on the stage every time, just screaming like, ah! Sounding like a girl getting killed in a horror movie.
Something is not right with that. Jesus, in Jesus' name. I'm walking up and down through this Rolling Loud concert, crying, clutching my pearls because that sounds like some mess. I can't. Lord God, fix it. That's crazy. I don't even want y'all to hear this. That's how negative and demonic and his soul is literally.
People are actually retarded, bro. It's obviously just an image. Now, I understood why people were getting pissed off about Lil Nas X. She bad though. Okay. I gotta know her age before I say anything. I ain't saying anything. But yeah, I know why they got mad at Lil Nas X. Like they were literally throwing homosexuality in the faces of these parents because a lot of his audience was TikTok kids and everything. And then that's part of the controversial issues with should we expose them to this concept of that at this age. Okay, I get it. I understand why they're mad. But with this, like, it's just a costume, bro. Carti's a regular dude. It's like a movie. Are you gonna get mad at a movie for having the concept like any horror movie that's against Christ? People act like we gotta be in this cookie cutter world where everything's gotta be positive. The universe is neutral. If there's too much positive, there's gonna be a cataclysmic event. Like the whole world is gonna explode or something. A meteor is gonna hit us. We gotta have Uzi and Carti being demons here so that the negative energy gets itself out. You know she a star sign. I don't even know what that means. First of all, rap music in general, if we're gonna be like that, is pretty demonic in a way. I don't know who she's there for, but most rap lyrics are talking about shooting, killing, drugs, most of that stuff, like the street shit. And so that's way more demonic in my eyes than what Uzi's rapping about. He's not talking about that all the time. He's more fun with it. Same thing with Carti. That's why the mumble rap is more appealing in my opinion, because I don't know, man. Carti does talk about shooting people sometimes. But it's not about the lyrics for them. Whereas the street rappers, like, they're trying to purport this image of like, I'm the hardest, I'm the alpha in the group, I am the team leader, I'm the friend group leader. Cap rap, sure. Although, people are getting mad at me saying that they're not street rappers. And I'm like, I don't know what type of street activity Carti and Uzi are in. Ruby Rose even came out in an interview saying that he's from a good family. Carti, that is. Although maybe he joined Pyru or maybe he's associated with them or whatever other, the homicide gang, whoever it is, sure, he chose that life. But like, I don't equate Carti and Uzi in the same category as, say, like a Moneybagg Yo or Young Dolph, like where they're actually involved in that type of stuff, like on the daily. Like Carti and Uzi are kind of like more on the outside, like they rep gangs or affiliations, but I don't actually see them in the streets like pushing product and, you know what I'm saying, like doing hits and whatnot. Uzi grew up in Philly, sure, but I'm just saying, like he came up wearing female clothing in 2016. Like it ain't like that. Ruby and Carti were together. Yeah, he dated Ruby Rose way back in the day. I think she was even seen wearing the Narcissist clothing with like the guy with the tattoo on his face that they discontinued because people were looking into the history of why these people were arrested. But so did Thug, and look at him. You got a point there, my guy. You got a point there. Although in the music videos of Young Thug, he was around all that business. Again, you got me there. But still, they're at a level of superstardom now where they're not really associated with the streets. So I just don't call them that. Like they're this is not hateful in any way, but they purport this fruity image. They're not trying to be a street rapper where they're not trying to necessarily be the realest out. Well, Carti somewhat is. But regardless, I don't know why everybody gets pissed off about this satanic stuff. Uzi and Carti is just like a movie out there. It's a costume. In real life, I bet you that I'm pretty sure Uzi's even talking about God. He's talked about God, saying that he's blessed and all that. Most rappers are. Oh my God. And then we see this. Lil Nas X with the actual tits. So that's what I'm saying. If parents are gonna be mad at something, like I understand why they'd be mad at this. I personally don't care that much because I think it's funny. But maybe your 4-year-old son might not want to see that. Whereas the Lil Nas X or Uzi in a red suit with the cool eyes, like you'll see that in a movie. He's not making you want to be that. Whereas Lil Nas X, I don't know. I don't necessarily think being gay is something that you're born with. I feel like sometimes it's your environment too. Like if it's more accepting to do that, like you might play around with it, because sexuality, allegedly, I don't know. I know nothing about this topic, but it's like a spectrum. So if you experiment and you bang a dude and you like it, I guess that you might be bi or you might be gay, but if you never banged a dude, you never know. And then you likely think that you're straight. You're saying scroll. I don't want Twitter to ban me. We're going to find some other thing that's going to kill me. Like, okay, look at this. What is that? That's not JT, right? I made a city girl believe in saying, like, okay, Carti was wearing the face paint like that. That's a little bit more demonic than what Uzi's doing. Uzi looks like Michael Jackson right now because of the red suit in Thriller. I think that's what it was. Whereas that looks scary. That girl looks like she's going through an exorcism. That I don't necessarily. It's not even that I wouldn't let my kids around that, but my kids will not want to be around that. How do you even do that? That's like so much effort just to leave the house. That's like makeup times 15. And how do you know if she's actually hot? Because you see these girls who cake on the makeup, right? You can make yourself from a 4 to like a 7. You can upgrade point by 3 points out of 10 as a woman by putting on makeup. As a dude, you can do that too. You just got to work out. As I was saying though. So now imagine they put on this much makeup. You don't even know what she looks like. And you can barely even tell the bone structure too, because of the way that they can contour from the white, like contrast. Like you don't even know where her cheek is. It could be down here for all we know. But they contoured it so it makes it look like. Don't matter, don't care, you still smash. That's like smashing a girl with a paper bag on her face. It's like you don't even know what she looks like and you want to smash. You're not just gonna open a box of cookies and not even knowing what's in it. You might not even know it's cookies. It could be a cockroach in there. You're not just gonna blindly open a bag of cookies or a bag of something and think it's cookies and eat it. You're gonna feel around, see what that is. You're probably gonna want to see it to put in your mouth. It might be expired for all you know. But with her, that's exactly what that is. You don't know what's inside that bag. That could be a dude. She might have a penis. That's the world we live in now. A hole is a hole, sure. If you're into that. Hey, some of these dudes, no lie, they look like chicks. Those femboys. It's like, if you saw them on the side of the street, some of them actually not bad. Once I see that dick, though, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Y'all saying don't discriminate? And then they deleted it. They deleted it because they knew that I wasn't discriminating. Yeah, I don't know how we got here from Carti and Uzi. Did Uzi smash that? Huh. I don't know about Uzi, but Carti might have. He done dated. You never know. You never know what he did. There was a preacher. I think we posted on Instagram. Let me find it. Where are you, buddy? Okay. This is similar to that situation when Carti, there was a preacher reading the Carti lyrics, like I want to say a couple months ago, saying he wakes up, does something with his bitch, and they were like, this is demonic music. It's like, man, he didn't even mean it like that. He's just swag rapping.
One of the greatest.
Also, Uzi said y'all are going to hell with me literally 4 years ago. So why are they bringing this up now?
Artist now. It's called Uzi. What did he say? He said, I already know all of you. You're going to hell with me. On
Boo! These churches are so cringe, man.
Stage, hundreds and thousands are celebrating with him. He said the rapture has already happened and I'm going to hell with you. And guess what? You'll be tuning in to Uzi. For what? You are going to hell in a basket. He knows everybody who is going to listen to my music is going to hell. Uzi.
They think he's just a demonic portal to take everybody to hell with him. It almost makes these pastors who are trying to be almost leaders of the church and communicate what the Bible tells you to do. It makes them look like a dumbass. It's like, okay, one, they said this 4 years ago. Two, they were somewhat joking. It's all just on brand because Uzi was like an emo rapper. And so because it was a joke or just a play on, not a play on words, but he wasn't totally serious, you're just using this for clickbait and you look like a dumbass. I don't really believe in churches, man. I think churches are just there to steal people's money. I'm not saying I'm not religious, even though I'm not religious in the sense of like I don't adhere to one religion. I believe in God. I don't think it's necessarily what the religions are saying. But they all act like they know what's going on when in reality they have no idea. Or nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows how the Big Bang started. And so they're just getting your donations and getting it tax-free, I might add, with the government so they can buy themselves a church. Don't talk about this? No, we're talking about this. Just because, again, okay, so they also scared you to make you think that if you don't believe in their God, even though I still believe in God, but if I don't believe in the Christian God, I'm going to hell. It's like you're just scaring people to believe in what you're saying. When in all reality, back in the day, when state and church were intertwined, the church literally led the nation states. And so that's why it's so popular, because it used to rule the country. So of course, that's why we're becoming less religious, because we ain't gotta do what the church says anymore. And also, these churches saying 20 years ago that if you're gay, you're going to hell. But now they're saying it's cool. Which is it? I thought you said I was going to hell. And since religion is like millennia old, you're going to hell too if you let this happen. That's all facts. They just try not to get canceled. Yeah. But here's the thing. Why are religions opening up to not get canceled? They want more people to appeal to their religion so that they can again get more money. The biggest businesses in the world, I think the Mormon church is literally sitting on like billions of dollars in cash. Same thing with the Christian churches. Sitting on look it up, bro. The business of religion is ridiculous. Now, if you're faithful to, I think the Eastern gods are actually way more, like their religions are way stronger, but like Christianity is kind of become a joke nowadays. Like it's become commercialized. Now, if you're a hardcore Christian, I understand. If you believe in God, it's just like there's so many people who say that they're Christians but have never read the Bible. Do I mess with Islam? Well, I can't say that I mess with Islam, but because y'all actually stay true to your religion, I respect that more. Whereas if someone says that they're Christian, I'm like, oh, so you celebrate Christmas. That's literally all it means. But if you're Muslim, I'm like, okay, you most likely do what you're supposed to do to be faithful to your religion. Religion milking, y'all. Exactly. You either believe in everything in the Bible or are atheist. There's no in between, I guess. Exactly. But the thing is, there are aspects of religion that are good. Like the Bible, it's just stories to tell you how to live like fruitful and to a fulfilling life. And so if you live by certain standards, like you'll be a good person, people will like you, and you'll have a successful society. So I get that. And that's with like most religions. But the problem is the whole donations and, I don't know, forcing you to adhere to their rules and laws. It just doesn't make sense. I should study more because there's too many versions of Christianity. The true Christians just read the Bible, not follow churches. I mean, even if you follow but there are people who follow the Bible word for word. There are different interpretations of it. I understand that. But how do you know that your religion is true if you've never studied other religions? Like most people are just born into political parties and religions. They've never even tried something else. It's just because their parents were that conceptual association. You are now that. And you don't even know if it's right. So why are you supporting something that you logically have never even tested out? Having little faith in something isn't bad. I agree. And I'm not against that whatsoever. If you want to believe in something, a higher power, honestly, that's probably better for you than what I'm doing. I'm just very skeptical about the motivations behind everything. Like, everything is about money and power to me. I understand these are good people on this planet, but in all reality, the person who started religions, where did that come from? Somebody claimed that they knew God or whatever. It's like, how do we know that's true? That person might have wanted to be like a leader who talked to God, a higher power. So now they are, by association, are like half God because the gods are talking to them. It's based on true events. Were you there? Look, here's another thing. We're so hypocritical as a society. We go in certain history books and we say, oh yeah, that's not true. Like, it's all a conspiracy. People claim that certain historical events didn't actually happen because history is written by the winners. Okay? Apply that to religion. How do y'all, if y'all weren't there and there's no recording other than a book, how do y'all know that wasn't just written by the winners or it wasn't a fictional story? All right. I'm going to go, though, before I get canceled for talking about religion. I'm not trying to stray you guys away from being religious either. I just was telling you how I feel. Horizon says, hey, man, there's proof of certain miracles and acts of Jesus. And if those are proved, then he obviously is who he said he was. So that means the rest of the Bible is true. No. First of all, just because one thing is true does not mean other things are true also. If I say 10 false statements and then I say one true statement, but you only heard the one true statement, that does not mean that everything else that I said on the stream was true. Ignorant? I'm not being ignorant. Look, here's the thing. I think that I'm not ignorant by questioning things. Whereas a lot of people who are like dead set on like, this happened. I'm like, bro, you weren't there. How do you know? So I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't know anything. Horizon says, no, because a single miracle proves his divinity. A regular dude can't do miracles, so it proves divinity from him. All right, guy. What miracle was proven? Proven 1000%. What did he do? Just because a book said that he walked on water. Again, I'm not saying I don't believe in Jesus. I'm just saying you can't prove to me is 100% real. He could be real by all. I believe in magic sometimes. I got a sigil on my wrist. I ain't seen no demons. But I could literally, if it's proven that Jesus walked on water because someone wrote it in a book, I could literally take this pencil and write it in a piece of paper. And in 5,000 years, somebody could find it and be like, oh, this has to be true. Somebody wrote this 5,000 years ago. You're not saying just because of the Bible. Okay, Horizon. I implore, look, I hope you prove me Jesus did miracles, but please tell me how you proved that Jesus is a divine species. You dare me to question Judaism? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't know anything about Judaism. So I don't even know what to question. But with everything that I've said, it applies to every religion. How does anybody know any of that stuff happened? Just because it was written in a book. Proof Jesus did miracles. I don't know. This is a lot of big words coming at me. Applying the criterion of embarrassment to This is what they come up with? Like, I need some fossils or something to show Jesus's footprint or something. And right, if you choose the wrong religion, you could be thinking that you're going to heaven the whole time, or the better place, or whatever your religion believes in. Because I think Buddhism believes you get reincarnated into a better or worse species, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But if you're wrong and you didn't believe in the specific religion that was apparently right, you're going to hell regardless. So you just spent so much time going to hell. All right, well, Jesus is widely agreed, even by atheists, to have truly existed. Think of how many people before and after Jesus Christ claimed to be proven Messiah. Widely agreed does not mean proven 100%. But yes, I know a lot of Jewish people who say they believe Jesus was a person, or they allow it to be true. They say, like, yeah, he could have been a person, but like he wasn't as significant as what Christianity says. They're not necessarily saying he was real or whatever. They're just letting y'all have a W because they don't care enough to argue your point. They're like, okay, he was a person. I'm sure Jesus was a person, as in, or like, I'm sure somebody in history was named Jesus or Jesus. And I do believe in other dimensions, so maybe all this happened in a different dimension. We could have been monkeys, and then an alien species came down and just zapped us with something and turned us into humans. But anyway, I'm out though. Hopefully I come back and I don't get, I don't know, deleted by some religious person or God in general, because I believe in you, God. I don't know what's going on down here. I think the problem with religion is that people are the ones who are controlling it. And we are flawed species. And they are trying to say that their religion is true for their own individual power and greatness. That's all.